Hello, this is FitzFlicks. I'm back. It's been a while. It's been about maybe a week and a half since my last upload, but I'm gonna try being a bit more consistent. I was very good that first week, uploading almost every day, and now I'm kind of screwing up, so I'm gonna try to do 2 to 3 videos tonight. This will be the first, and yeah. Uh, I'm gonna just let you know a few videos that are upcoming. So I have 15 films that I've seen this year, and then I have a few seasons of television that I'm gonna be getting to. What I started off with was I did 3 films, and then I did 3 seasons of television. I'm gonna probably do that again, except that when it comes to the third time I do it, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough TV shows to keep doing that format, but I'll still have films to review. And even with that, I'm gonna be asking you guys if there's any content that you guys would want from me, specifically film or TV content. That's what this channel is. But if there's anything you guys want me to cover, let me know. I'd love to talk about it and know you guys' input on what I talk about. I'm gonna try promoting this channel on TikTok as well, simply because I doubt there's really anyone watching this. But also because I do want to make this a thing. Not saying that TikTok will 100% make it a thing, but it's definitely given channels more love to people who haven't, people got more popular from their TikTok because people only found out about them from their TikTok, is what I'm saying. And so I'm hoping that that will go well. So yeah, I'm gonna try seeing how that works. I've already promoted a bit of my podcast on TikTok, so we'll see how that goes. My final announcement is that Carter's new channel, I think it's Big Screen Buff, is going to be starting soon, so just shout out to him. I hope he does well. And yeah, there is my starting off points. Now we're getting to the review, so if you guys are here for the review, here it is. My review for today is the movie Challengers. I'll start off by saying that the style is so good. I heard a few people saying it's electric, and I agree so much because there's so much energy put into this, so much flavor, and so much love for the sport of tennis. It has been a few months since I've seen this movie, bear with me. But this movie really did stick with me the more I thought about it. It is definitely a film that it takes a bit of thinking and processing to really like it. But once I did, which was probably maybe 2 weeks after I watched it, I've grown to really like this film. I think that the cinematography was great. There were 2 shots in particular that were really nice, where the tennis ball acted as the camera, and you could see the camera going back and forth between players, and I thought that shot was just so cool. And that's the type of shots that I would just love to know how it was done, because I thought it was just such a cool shot, and I would have loved to have been a part of that movie set, and to just see how they were able to do this amazing shot with these 2 great actors, which I'll get to later. And then the next one was you could basically see the perspective of the players and them getting dizzier and dizzier as the ball keeps going back and forth, and I thought that was another great shot. And then the score was also really good. I told Carter about this, that it sounds a bit like Wii Sports music on drugs, and that to some people that might be like, well, isn't that like, that's not really a compliment, but it is. I really like Wii Sports music, and I thought this was great. So yeah, really like the score. It was really cool. And another thing that this movie has, we're getting to the story here, it was really great, and I was able to engage with the story of the characters and their connection between each other and the way they perceive different lies and just different ways that the characters treated each other, and it was very well written, is what I'll say. I think that they did a great job there. The acting as well from the two leads, they were really great. I didn't really know any of the guys' names. They were both no names to me. But they were really great as these characters. They did their job very well. They made the story as good as it is because, let's face it, the story, yes, it's really important, but if the actors can't portray the story well, then the story's not as good. Like, you need the actors to portray the story well in order for the story to work, and they did. So I'm happy about that. Finally, I'm saying that Zendaya's performance might be her best career-wise. She really just made a name for herself here, I find. And she's on films like Dune Part 2 and Spider-Man No Way Home, and those are obviously more flashy movies. But I'll say that her performance in this one, whilst I'm a bigger fan of her in Dune, well, I'm not a bigger fan of her in Dune, but I'm a bigger fan of Dune. I think that this is her best performance, and I liked her the most in here. I think that she plays, it's crazy to say this, but she's almost like the antagonist of this film, in splitting these two best friends apart. Just because she's entertained by it, and they incorporate that into tennis, and I thought that was brilliant storyline. That was great. The one negative, and this is just a very minor thing because they had to go in this direction because the film does not work unless it's in this direction. Like, it has to. I completely understand why they made this decision. It is something to point out. That it is hard to root for a character because they're all very unlikable. And that can be a bit frustrating because you do want to... Yes, you are already engaging with your audience, which is great. It's that you also want... It's also great to, like... When I'm leaving the theater, I always ask, like, what's your favorite part? Who is your favorite part of the film? It's harder to say in this film because of how unlikable all the characters are, whilst they're still great. It's not like unlikable to the point where the movie's unwatchable. It's just that, like, oh, I'd hate these guys if I came around. Like, yeah, I would not be friends with these guys. Definitely not. It is a great film, though. I think that you should definitely go see it. My final score is an 8.5 out of 10. Really good film. And see you.